like during the week, I'll just cook chicken and vegetables.
You just cook chicken and vegetables.
So usually if I'm like shopping, I also don't go to H-Mart that often.
Okay.
So it's usually if I see something that's like sort of like an inspiration,
Okay.
and then I'll like decide to go pick up the ingredients for it.
Look how tall you are. I have to hold this way up here. So let's find something that's inspirational for you right now.
Have you been to Xi'an Famous Foods in New York?
No.
No. Oh, it's really good.
Did you just go?
I went a while ago, but their whole thing is like you see them like take out like little blocks of dough, and they like stretch it out all the way in the middle.
I've seen those.
And so I tried to make those recently.
What?
And I think that was the last time I was here.
So you just went and you tried to make something you ate. Is that sort of usual?
I saw a video online of the guys who started it.
But did you actually go to New York and try the noodles too?
I went end of January.
Okay. What were you doing there?
We were visiting a friend of ours.
Okay.
It was her birthday.
Oh, nice. Oh, the friend going to Colombia?
No, but I saw her also.
Okay, you saw. What's her name again?
Lily.
Lily.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
I saw her while I was. Oh, you did?
Yeah. I interviewed her about a year ago. She's nice.
She is.
I like her.
I'm not that sure what to make.
Yeah. Okay, can I give you some prompts to think about it?
Of course.
All right. So, if you think about a plant-based plus meal.
What's a plus?
Plus, so starting from a non-binary, just plants and everything else that's delicious. Versus, I find animals or no animals is a binary way to think about food. So you have your omnivores, and then you have like meat, vegans, vegetarians. It's kind of binary.
Yeah.
But what about an additive process rather than like taking away? What about starting with delicious plants and then building on it? How would you do that?
One of my friends bought me the Noma Guide to Fermentation for my birthday.
Wow.
And in their section about garums, like fermented, especially like the beef garum, they say that they make like a boiled cabbage with just like a little bit of garum, and that way, instead of the traditional like meat-centric dish where plants serve as like sort of the side or like accent, that it's a plant-focused dish with meat as the side or like the accent flavor.
Did you read through the book?
What?
Have you read through the book?
I've read through most of it.
Yeah. They launched their book tour in Seattle.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really good book.
Yeah.
I don't have some of the equipment.
What don't you have?
I want to make like miso and soy sauce, and I don't have a way to inoculate the food.
Oh.
But they actually have a guide for it in the book. That's good. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Okay. You can buy noodle here and try it Korean style too.
I can buy what?
Noodle. It's the Korean starter for miso and soy sauce.
I think they want like not just the spores, but also the grains, the whole grains of the koji.
Okay.
And I think that's important for how they make it.
The way they make it in the book.
Yeah, I think it's important for like how they balance everything.
Okay. And then can I just ask you one more?
Yeah.
So another prompt would be, if you think about food care, so care for those you you feed, care for those feeding you, and care for the planet.
Yeah.
Can you kind of, like thinking about a non-binary approach to food, to cooking, and then food care? Like think about your friend who's coming over,
Yeah.
but also yourself. Food care.
That's a tough one. Are you trying to?
Sorry.
So I think as a student, like, I don't always buy the, like, I don't always buy, like, the best chicken, or, like, I don't always buy, like, organic vegetables.
Yeah.
And, just like, for cost reasons.
Yeah. For cost reasons.
I don't know if that fits into, like, the idea of
Totally.
food care.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah, there's a cost to things, right?
I feel like I just always try to make like an attempt to make the best out of everything, like to not waste food.
Yeah.
And even when like sometimes the ingredients are not the best, like putting the care and time into trying to like develop them into something good is like what's really valuable to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can make up for some of that through your own efforts. I'm not that sure about this idea of food care. Can you like elaborate a little more? Meaning care through food. So there's food service, right? You opted out of your school's food service program. There's health care, which is this whole pharmaceutical industry, which you might be working in. I don't know. And so thinking about food care rather than food service or health care.
Because like all of my friends and I, like we all have kitchens, and we all like live in such a connected system.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like food sharing that goes on, and a lot of the time it's like I'll be doing work late at night, and my friend will bring me a snack or bring me like some coffee.
Oh wow.
Or when I'm not busy and I take like time to cook. That's like when I like to share the food that I make with others, especially if they're stressed out about exams or homework.
So just that little extra care.
Like baking cookies on like a Tuesday night when like everyone else is busy. I think, even though
is it a ritual?
It's not a ritual, but I like to do it sometimes.
Okay.
Because I think people really appreciate it, even though it's just a cookie.
Yeah. How do you make your cookie?
It depends. I will sometimes make them from scratch. I really like the Chef Stuff recipe, but sometimes like I'll just buy the cookie dough, and they sell like the tubes, and they come frozen, and I just like cut them with a really sharp knife. And
why is it important that it's sharp?
So it retains like the tube shape, and then so that way they bake really fast and they're thin.
Is that what it says in the instructions, or how did you discover
I don't think so.
that?
I don't read the instructions usually.
How do you know? Like, it cooks faster when you cut it.
I mean, it works. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else next time.
Yeah, that's care through food. So that's emotional care, like that's caring for people's hard work and just the pain of learning. Or what is the pain from?
I think just like stress. During the week, like people are upset about like exams or people get tired. Sometimes like people get too busy where they don't really have time to feed themselves properly.
It's that busy?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they don't have time to like feed themselves like a real meal. They can feed themselves like fast food or like dining hall food, but they don't get to have food that has like been carefully prepared.
So you're calling fast food and dining hall food not real food?
I mean, like I love fast food. I eat fast food all the time, I don't think it's like food for the soul. Yeah, it's like it's something like you like sort of get addicted to.
Yeah.
It's like, and like you crave it, but not for the same reasons like you crave home cooked food.
Yeah. Yeah. So a real meal always has.
A real meal always. I think a real meal just always has, it has like personality. It has time that's been put into it, like to create something. And I don't think you really get that from dining hall food as much.
Because
it's made sort of like industrially. It's very uniform, regular. It's like you eat it today, it's the same as when you ate it a month ago. And not in the same way that home cooked food is consistent.
Yeah.
It's sort of like uncannily.
Yeah. So maybe I should turn this off so you can think about inspiration.